Good evening, greetings from the Institute of Global Professional IGP. Greetings from the Institute of Global Professional IGP. Thank you all for joining us and staying with us till the end. Honorable Knowledge Seeker. Today I am your host for the evening. My name is Badhun Das. I am from Bangladesh, dear Knowledge Seeker. I am proud to be associated with IGP. IGP is Social and IS Certified International Educational and Training Institute. In last years, we already served 35 million plus knowledge seekers from 100 plus countries. IGP is internationally recognized and globally accredited. We are connected to more than 450 plus profession and 4,500 plus organizations. Institute of Global Professional is an education institute that provides social work globally recognized and reportable. We serve student community, resource providing holistic social work and education. We believe that it's not effective to increase one skill just by acquiring formal education. So we provide effective training and consultation to generate professional generation all over the world. We distribute our services locally, nationally, internationally to students, job seekers, job holder, and also for learner the respective campus location and distance learning platform. We are an occupational and dependable institute. IGP is one of the famous online institutes from all over the world. Our vision is education is not business product, it's a part of our human rights. Based on our vision, we are trying to reach all corners of the world for free webinars, seminar courses, award quiz competition, mentoring, and counseling, etc. On the other side, we are also trying to offer more than 100 premium services for free, like Trade On Portfolio website, Resume Builder, cover letter, motivational letter, and wellness platform for gathering general knowledge which can upgrade all day. Kids learning game website, free course, convert sites, and many more. We help empower you to learn to meet their expectation and even become highly skilled people. We implement several training program, webinar, and offline online courses for youth and learner by professional trainers, speaker, and coaches. Our sessions are conducted by global renowned professionals to develop all kinds of youth and to promote the education of their abilities and personalities. Spreading knowledge is crucial for the student of global profession. We believe that knowledge is level, light, and vision. So we try to understand the needs of today's generation and will serve them with good research and practice method. We must have a genuine concern for the learner we present. More diversity, growth, and innovation are required to lead a session with professionalism, passion, and integrity. IGP members are committed to offering effective best quality service and continual improvement so that individuals who seek information can improve their skill level and value. Before we move to the next, let me remind, don't forget to share, tag, and mention your friend in the comment box. Your support is very valuable for us. Thank you. Before we move to the next, let me remind, don't forget to share, tag, and mention your friend in the comment box. Your support is very valuable for us. Thank you. Moving to the next, we will continue support. We already completed 2038 webinars successfully. Moving to the next, we will continue support. We already completed 2038 webinars successfully. Dear IGP speaker, participant, and well-wisher, at this moment, this is a very important message for you all. We change and design our website www.eduigp.com. On this website, we have surprise for everyone. Hope you will be benefited. We already launched our new website where you can find all our previous activities together with lots of new features. But the one strong point is that without an account or logged in, you cannot enjoy our services. So create an account for once with profile information. Note that with profile information, you will enjoy all feature. With mismatched data, you cannot do anything here. From now on, you have to participate in live quiz competition on our website. You replace slide, you have to join directly on our website. Now you can check all of our previous webinars with verified certificate. Now it's easier and time limited because after the session we will not provide you any code for certification. You have to take part in one exam. After that, if you pass, you will receive your certificate. Otherwise not. But you can take part in an exam unlimited till you pass. If you are an IGP speaker, you can download all your previous certificate, speakership certificate. If you are a host of IGP, you can download a certificate of participation. If you're selected for lifetime membership, then you can download a certificate of lifetime membership easily. Besides this, we participated in an award function which organized common support with IGP. You can download that also. You can actually prepare and download 18 types business certificate from our website. Certificate Global Professional Membership, Certificate Global Inclusion in the Pandemic, Certificate of Active Policy, Certificate of Social Activities in the Pandemic, Certificate of Achievement IGP Knowledge Sharing in 2020, 2021, and 2022. Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 1. Authentic Assessment in Teaching Learning, Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 2. Teaching English for Language and Assessment. Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 3. Digital Classroom Engagement Tool. Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 4. Upskill also leadership and managerial skills, certificate of participation webinar series 5. The new training education, certificate of participation webinar series 6. Trend and innovation in mathematics education, certificate of participation webinar series 7. Research comprehension approach, certificate of participation webinar series 8. Art in teaching a special program in the arts, certificate of participation webinar series 9. 21st century student teaching mathematics, certificate of IGP corporate ambassador, certificate of IGP campus ambassador, which you can prepare and download within a minute. From now on, you can participate. Teaching tips for teacher, health tips for parents, health tips for teens, gamification tools for teacher. You can join IGP alumni. You can check out our previous student services website for free and many more. Dear IGP well-wisher, we promised previously, but lack of technical problem, we will late sending you on time. This is a great opportunity to collect your previous condition. We'll solve all issue from our website. Now I can enroll, reset password, everything. You can check it for all webinar details. This is a cordial request to you. Check all button and pages on our website. Sure, like and self benefit. Thank you, but note that without an account or logged in, you cannot enjoy our service. At present, we are going to start our 2039 webinar, which name is Excel for Business. And today our speaker name is Dr. Jaya Lakshmi R. She is from India. Before I hand over this to our speaker, ma'am, I'll share a little bit about her. Associate Professor, Department of Management Studies, Sri Sai Ram Engineering College, Chennai. Now, very important moment for me to invite our speaker to IGP with her presentation. Now, very important moment for me to invite our speaker to IGP with her presentation.
Thank you, ma'am. I'll
Hello,
share my
ma'am.
screen.
Good evening.
I would like to thank IGP for giving me this wonderful opportunity to present on the topic Excel for Business. Now I'm going to share my screen.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sharing the entire screen because I'll be toggling between two screens. One is my presentation and one is the Excel screen. So, because I'm going to show you, it's more of like a workshop kind of session. So, it will be more useful. So, now, can I, yes. Is the slide visible now? May I proceed?
Yes, ma'am, but we can see your presentation. Please present your presentation.
Okay, thank you. Uh, Now, today in this scenario, in today's world, There are many data analysis tools we are using, like SPSS, R programming, Python, Tableau. Um, there are Power BI. There are many tools we are using, but the one which is simple and most effective tool and is used by many of the business till today is Excel. So even you go to any software companies, they people are also using this Excel. Majority of the people they are using this Excel. So why Excel is gaining so much of importance? Why that much Excel is used by people? Because it has lot of things which can be done in a snap of a finger. So it's very easy, and this and tool has so much of built-in functions which can easy for us to visualize the data, analyze the data, and present the data. So this is the reason we are going for Excel. Now I'm going to show you a very few tools which are more useful for the business people. So if we are in a business, for the business managers, not just for business managers, it is useful for many people. But in the business scenario, there are majority of the business people will be looking for these tools to ease their business and ease the process of their business. So it will save their time and it will give them effective results. And there are some automations also. So in today's scenario, we are going to see only five tools which are more effective. So because little is big, so we have to learn something which is in an extensive manner. So I'm not going to show you all the aspects of Excel, and I believe and I assume that you people have some basic understanding about Excel. So how to open, how to what is a cell, and all those kinds of things. Because this is a internet generation, and we don't want I think we don't want to explain all those basic stuff and all. And this is exclusive for Excel for managers, so we're going ahead. So Excel is a powerful tool, and it offers a wide range of features, so which can streamline the data analysis and which will help in making decisions. So from pivot table to scenario manager, Excel provides comprehensive solution for a variety of managerial needs. Now you're moving into the next, the important tool, pivot table. So, what is a pivot table? So, when we are already Excel, we are going to create tables. What is the use of having pivot tables? So, we are having some thousand rows of data, and there are some 20-25 columns of data. For example, I have some data like about a store's purchase data, like the gender of the customers, their invoice number, the product they purchase, number of units they purchased, where are they from, what are the different the stores. There is a chain store. Imagine it's a chain store, and they are purchasing from different stores. They are purchasing different products, different numbers, and the size of the product. There are so many details we have. I want to know where do I get more sale and which customers, maybe the gender of the customer, right? So maybe which type of customer are buying more, male or female, or age wise, in this age criteria, 0 to 5, sorry, 0 to 10, and above 10 to 11, sorry, 10 to 20, 21 to 30. So likewise, I'm having some different age criteria or gender criteria. I want to know which age criteria or which gender is buying more and from which store. So I want to have some cross tabulation, and for this, it's a thousand rows of data. I cannot go and analyze all those things. So it's a simple way we can do this is your pivot table. So there are three purposes it's serving. One is data organization. So pivot table allows the managers to summarize. So as I said, we can easily summarize a very large number of data and analyze the large data sets. And the next one is here, we can have a customizable views. So whatever I want, it has so much of 25, 26 columns of data, but I want to see only the maximum number of the total sum. There is the amount of product they purchase is there, but I want to see the sum of product or count of how many products they purchase in that particular category. For each purchase or a male, how many products they are purchasing from that particular category. So I want to see all these kind of customized data. So it is possible in your pivot table. And we can also go for visualization. For the pivot tables, we can create the graphs. So this is what we are going to do now. And now I'm going to show you with the help of the Excel. So this is all the data I'm having in one. We are going to see different tables. So this is your pivot table data. So already I have created a table. So this is your pivot table data. This is just a data, and I have named it and created the data alone as a table. So to do this, I'll tell you how to do this one. So first select your data. So first you have to select the data and just go to insert and insert here in this, already it is a table. So if I'm having like this, then you have to go this insert tab and it will create a table. It will, when you select the data entered and when you go for insert and table, it will give an option called create table, where you just have to click on and name that table. Now I have this table. So this table I have named it as table in, I think it is Excel for managers or some name I have given. I'll show you where. So now I'm going to create a pivot table for this data. So here, go to insert. I repeat. So first, go to insert tab, and in the leftmost corner you can find, top corner you can find the pivot table. So insert pivot table. Select the data range. So I'm going to choose the entire table for this. So this is, I have selected the sales data is my table name. So when I'm selecting this, I'm getting it as sales data. I'll show you that other, after all these analysis, I'll show you how to create a table. Okay. So now we are going into this. So select, I have selected this sales data. So if I'm not naming it, if I'm not giving a name for this particular table, then it would be coming like dollar B A1 is to dollar Q. Likewise, you'll be getting. So just selecting the table range. So it is not necessary to create a table before you select the table range, but if it's good to select the create the table name and then select the data. So you will not miss anything. And there are some conditions. Before we get into this pivot table, I want to tell you some conditions. So what are the conditions for pivot table? Pivot table, each row should have, each column should have a header. The first row should be the table of the table which you selected should have the first row, and that first row should be, and the first row should be your table name. So this is the first condition. Sorry, column header. So it should be the header, and there should not be any total rows or sum of totals, subtotals. No such rows should be there. Only the raw data should be there, and no addition or any kind of analysis should be done in the pivot table. And the table which you are selecting for pivot table, right? And the next one is there should not be any column missing. All the columns should have data. So if there is any missing column, it should be eliminated before we go for a pivot table. So if these conditions are not met, then we cannot go for creating a pivot table. So already I'm having all these things. Okay, you can see here the first row is my header, and there are no rows left out, I mean, no columns left out, and I have no rows, sum of or sum total or subtotal columns. So I'm going. So I, where you want to insert the pivot table, it is always good to have the pivot table in a new worksheet. So I'm clicking on new worksheet. So you choose where you want the pivot table to be. So click OK. Yes, it's taking some time, wait. Okay, so it is now open. So the pivot table is created. See here, the sheet 1 is newly created, and here we have a pivot table. And you may ask me, there is no such columns or rows here, right? So now only we're going to create the column. So what I want, you see the table here. I'm sorry, here. So here I have branch, invoice ID, city, customer type, gender, product line, unit price, quantity. There are lots and lots of data I have here. So I want to know which gender from which city. So I want to know city wise as well as gender wise, quantity purchased, or product line, for a particular product line, what is the quantity purchased? I want to know. So I want to have some data like city, customer type, gender, and the product line, and quantity purchased. Or I want to know the sum total. Okay, so I want to know how much, as a business manager, I want to know whether male are making a more purchase or female are making more. I want to measure in terms of the amount they purchase. So from which city, which gender is making the most purchase, I want to see. So here, so for this purpose, again go back to the sheet. I want to have city, I want to have this gender, and I want to have this total. I want to see the amount of purchase. Here the total is the total amount of purchase. This is unit price, quantity, and the total is with the tax. It is the total. So amount of purchase we made. So I will be taking this. When I am selecting on this, you can see here. I just remove this and show you again. When I am selecting, sorry, all the things here are empty. The filters, columns, rows, and values all are empty here. When I'm selecting, you can see the rows is getting occupied. These columns are transferred to the rows. Now gender, you can see the gender here, and the another one is your product line or city. We will take city as I said already. City. And I want this total to be total is the thing which I'm going to see in the values, right? So values always should be a numerical thing. So don't take values, tax or quantity, unit price like that. Only you have to take for it should be a numerical thing. So total. So when I'm selecting on this, we go to the rows, but I want it to be in the values column because this is what I'm going to create. These are the headers, rows and column headers. The other two, gender and cities are the rows headers or column headers. I want to see the total of it. And when you see this, the count of total, how many totals are there, it will count and give you. But I want the sum total. I want the amount of the total amount they purchase. All the males together from a particular city, how much they purchase. All the females from a particular city, how much they purchase. This is what I'm going to see here. So I have to change this count of total. So when you click on the drop down arrow here in this count of total, you can see there are so many options here. Just go to this value field settings. So here in this value field settings, you can see summarize value field by. The value field can be summarized by sum, count, average, maximum, minimum product. I want to see the total purchase. Sometimes I want to see what is the average purchase a male from this particular city is making. So I want to see the average of it. Or what is the maximum purchase a male from this particular city is making. So if I can, or minimum purchase, anything I can take. So here, these three options we can go for this particular scenario. So I would like to go for this. What is the maximum purchase a male or female from this particular, from any of this city is making? So I'm taking maximum. Okay. So that's all. You will get all the details here. Very simple, simple tool. Insert pivot table and whatever the data you want to have, you can get it from this. So the row labels here. So female maximum of total is 942.9. So female from this city, Mandalay, they are purchasing 942 and Yangon maximum the maximum purchase made by the female from this Mandalay city is 942. Naipitwa is and again it is 942 and Yangon is 836. So again when you see for the male the maximum purchase is made by uh, male in this Mandalay is 944. So from this you can see in the city Native South, male are making more purchases than the female, whereas in this case, all the cities men are making purchase. The amount purchased by the men is more, right? So maximum purchase is always made by the men in all the cities, but the amount is different. So you can make a decision based on this. Okay, so this is the first one, and now we're going back to the slide. So hope you all understand what the pivot table is. And now we are going to utilizing data validation in Excel. So how are we going to validate a data in Excel? So what do you mean by data validation? So data validation will ensure that only accurate and relevant information is entered. For example, sometimes you are asking your employee to enter some thousands of data and are something thousands or some number of data, and the sometimes by mistake there are chances for them to enter some irrelevant or inaccurate data. So just to avoid these things, we have this data validation, and this will help increase the efficiency of the data. Now we are going back to the slide again in Excel again. Excuse me. I'll open a new tab for this data validation. So how are we going to do this data validation? So this here we are going to enter some different types, some marks, some student name and marks and their date of birth. Okay, we will do. Excuse me. So the student name, marks, and date of birth. We're going to, excuse me.
Ma'am, please present your presentation. We can't see any presentation. We can only hear your speech.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm good. I thought it was sharing. Is it visible now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now we are going to see student name, marks, and we are going to enter something like this, right? So, some names we are going to enter, and now I want them to enter the marks. So the marks should not be greater than 500. Sometimes there are chances instead of entering 499, they may enter 4999. So by parallax error or by typing error, they would have made these kind of things. And at the same time, one more thing I want, the date of birth should be between this date to this date. Right. Likewise, I want to enter. So it should not be greater than this date, or it should not be the marks should be between these marks. It should be between 400 to 500. Likewise, I want to enter. So in that case, how can I ensure the data validity or data efficiency? So for that purpose, go to Data tab. Here you can see Home, Insert, Page Layout, Formulas, and Data. So in this Data tab, go to this Data Validation. Data validation. Click on this data validation. Again, you will get data validation. So data validation. Now we are going to enter any value. First, keep your cursor in that box. Already my cursor in the marks B2 cell, right? My cursor is in the B2 cell. Now I'm going to uh, give some validation. I mean, I'm going to give some rule for this particular data entry in this particular cell. So any value, there are 8 different types here. In this marks column, you can see there are 8 different types of data we can enter. So not just in any data validation, we have any value, whole number, decimal, list, date, time, text length, so custom. So text length means 5 digit data, 6 digit data. Likewise, we can have whole number, decimal. Likewise, we can have. So I'm going to enter the marks as a whole number, and it should be between or greater than or less than. Okay, it should be less than 501. So maybe 500 some people would have got, so I'm giving that as 501. Okay, what if they're giving this coming out with wrong data? Then we should show them the data will not be entered, and it should be intimated to the uh, yeah, data a person, right? Data operator. So they should know what they have committed mistake. So we should give them some message, input message. So here, enter your marks. When they click on this, enter your marks, input message, only 3 digits, 3 digit marks. Input message, 3 digit marks. Likewise, we can give any kind of thing. So, and another one is error. What if they are typing it wrongly? So, stop. There are 3 things we are having this. This will be useful for your exam purpose. So, listen carefully. So, stop warning and information. So, when user enters invalid data, there are 3 different alerts it will be giving. Stop, warning, and information. So, I want it to be warning. So, warning title is error, and the error message is um, marks should be less than 500. So this is the message I'm going to give. Okay, so I'm trying now. So I'm entering 500. It is taking. I'm entering. Again, it has to be taken for all the columns, right? I'm going to select this for all the columns, not this one. Okay. So when you just put your cursor on the box, then it will show you enter your mark, 3-digit mark it will show you, right? So I'm going to enter 412, it will take. I'm going to enter 501. It will immediately pop up some error message for me. Mark should be less than whatever I have given as error message I'm giving. Would you like to continue? Yes, no. Yes. Again the cursor will be on that place. So now I can get 500. So it will take this. So this is how it will work, and likewise we can also go for date of birth. So again I'm repeating the same procedure for understanding purpose. So date of birth, I'm going to data validation, and here I'm going for settings, I'm going for uh, date. So the date should be between this data for this alone, we should enter the data somewhere else, right? I'll write here. They should born between or born after 2015. Likewise, we will say. So 1, 12, 2015. So they should be after sorry 31st. Okay. 31st 12 2015. So this is what I'm going to say. And now I'm going to assign the rule here. Data validation. And here in the data validation, I'm going for date, and the start date, it should be um, greater than, the date should be greater than this, they should have a date of birth after, they should be born after 2015, right? So greater than, and the start date I'm going to select here. For date alone, we cannot enter on our own, we have to select from this thing. So create. So now you choose this. You go for. Now I'm going for so 5 2016. It's taking. This value does not match the destination. It should be greater than. So it should be greater than in the sense they should be they should born before 2015. So it's a mistake that it should be born. They should born before. So if I'm giving anything after that, for example, 1, 12, 2014. Destination. Okay, wait, I'll see to this data validation, and this one here, data validation. Okay, greater than or equal to 1, 2, 2014. There should be 2 days, I think. Okay, we will the same way it works. We have some other data tools before we complete, and we will come back to this showing error. And now, what if the data are already entered, right? So here I will have some data like so data are already entered. already entered, and now I want to know what is the uh, inefficient data, some data. I want to give some condition, and I want to find out which are not meeting those conditions, right? So in that case, select on this and go for this circle invalid data. So here already here they have since it is already created. So you have to select this first. Go to the data validation, then any value, and sorry, whole number, which should be between 400 or we'll see 300, 250 and 500. Okay. So here when you give the validation, it will automatically give you. And in the same way here, when you just enter without knowing, unknowingly, when we enter some data, it will give us. When we you just have to go to data validation and click on circle invalid data. And when I just click on clear validation circle, it will go off. So if I want to know what are the invalid data, first I can go for data validation. I can give the condition, and next one is I can go for circle invalid data, and then I can choose. So this is how it works. And now the next one. Okay. So the next one is your goal seek. So goal seek, the next function, very interesting function in data is goal seek in Excel is goal seek. So here, what value are we expecting? For example, you are making you are a salesperson, and you are reporting to your sales manager, and you tell him that this is the unit price of a product, and this is the number of products you sold, and this is the profit you made, and he wants to know what amount of product should be sold to get to this profit. He want to see for I want some. You made a profit of some 5,000, and he is asking you what if what number of products should be sold to make a profit of 6,000. So there are many. I'm giving a very simple explanation, but actually in an industry perspective, there are different things involved in this. There are variable cost, fixed cost, and unit cost price differs from for a batch of products. If it is 100 product, the unit price is different, and if it is the selling price is different. If you are buying it in bulk quantity, the selling price will be different. So in that scenario, when I'm increasing the numbers to 2,000 product to 3,000 product, or when I want to increase the product from profit from 5,000 to 6,000, what number of products should I sell, or what should be the unit price I should sell to make this profit? This kind of doubts a person is having, or this kind of questions he is asking you. So it is easy. It will be easy for you to go for this particular one, right? So now you see here, I have already a data unit cost of a product. I have some data like unit cost of a product. It is 5. Number of products sold is 2,623, and the fixed cost for that product is 500, and the total cost of the product is again it's formula we are using this, right? So unit cost into the number of products sold plus your fixed cost will give you the total cost, and the price of the product. At what price am I selling it? Its unit price is 8 rupees I'm selling, and the total revenue I'm making out of this is the unit price into the number of products sold, V6 into V3. So this will give you the total revenue, and the profit I'm making is the total revenue minus the total cost will be giving you V7 minus V5. You can see from here, right? So this is the profit I'm making. Sorry. So this is the profit I'm making. So V7 minus V5. Yeah, this is the profit I'm making. I want to know what is the profit I'm making if I'm selling the product at the price of unit price of 7 rupees, right? So how can I know this? Know that now we don't have to go for this formula and that. Just go to this data. You don't have to go and change the formula. All those things value you don't have to keep change. And now you just go to data validation. Uh, Sorry, data, and in data we have this what if analysis. In the data tab we have this. There are so many things we have here in this what if analysis, and here in this go for goal C, right? So goal C, here, this goal sheet, what I'm going to see is I'm going to set the cell. The cell which I'm going to set is I want to know the profit, right? So let me keep the cursor here. Data and what is analysis, goal sheet, and the profit. I want to know what will be the profit. So the set cell is profit and the true value. Um, Sorry, here we have to go for again a confusion. So what if analysis? I'm going to make a what if analysis. So here I'll keep myself unit price and what if analysis and data goal sheet, and here the set cell is the one which you're going to make the change, right? So I'm going to make change 8 to 6 or 8 to 7 something I'm going to make here. So true value, the true value will be here. I'm going to change this 8 to 6, right? And the changing cell. What is the changing cell? The profit is the changing cell here. So this value I want to change. So okay. So we must contain a formula. Yes, both the cells should have a formula. Uh, Wait, what if analysis, goal sheet, I think I'm making a mistake. Yeah, set cell is your V8, true value is 6, changing cell is unit price. And a little bit confusion I have here. Data, what is analysis, goal sheet, and set cell is your basics and the two values, weight, everything is right. Okay, let me change this with some other cell. I'll teach you. Okay, I hope this is not working. So now we will go for the other tool. So data analysis, and the next one is conditional formatting. Right. So conditional formatting, and this is the one important tool and easy tool which is used in Excel. So here in conditional formatting, I want to see some. Okay, we'll say this private table data. So let me see. So I want to see. There are many things we can see with the help of this conditional formatting. So here in this go to the home tab, and there are in conditional formatting when you click on this there are many things we have. Highlight the cell group, greater than, less than, between. We just have to, I want to see what are the products or what are the uh, products with who are all the customers who bought more than 5 products. Likewise I want to see, right? So this is the quantity they purchase. I want to see the customers with more than 5 products purchased. So here I just have to see greater than, highlight the cell rule. It itself will give you greater than format cells that are greater than 5.5. It is taking it as an average 5.5 only 5, and color format you can give any color format and it will give you. So 7, 5, 6 likewise. So if it is an yellow color, then it shows that these are all the rows of customers who bought more. And likewise, we have a lot of things in this conditional formatting. Data bars we can have. So example. So if you have this data bar, it will show you. So likewise, okay, we will have this data bar here in this column. So data bar for this column, quantity, again it is taking quantity. So okay, we will have this data bar So here I can see the total purchase, the maximum purchase or the least purchase is made here. So likewise in the data bars I can get, and I can get it in color scales, different color scales I can get. So example, I am having some accessory, different types of products. So I can go for color scales in this different types of. I'm sorry, it should be a number, right? So at what date or likewise any for any of these options you can go for color scales or greater than less than. There are many rules and sometimes we can create our own rules for this. So format cell only that contain, for example, format cells, format only cells that contain uh, or specific text. So example, health and beauty, specific text containing, I'll tell you, health and beauty. So I want to see only the cells with, I want to format the cells with health and beauty. So it will be, I think I didn't select this. So those cells will get formatted. Any even beauty is small and H is capital. Any change in the letter format or anything can also stop you from doing this conditional formatting. So likewise we can do, but I think there is some problem with this also. So this, and now we are going to the next one, what if analysis. So with this we can end the session because this is one important tool and it is more useful also. So here I have this, I'll delete all these things. There is an investment option. Like there are many places we can use this. I'm going to take one example that there is an investment option available for me. So investment amount I'm going to make is 20,000 and the rate of interest per year is 5%. So I'm taking it as 0.05 5% rate of interest and the period of interest is it is 120 months the present and I have to take this period as how many months? I'm going to make it in a month. So compounding period per year is 12. So each every month I'm making and total amount is 120 months I'm making. So present value, what is the present value? With the help of PV formula I have taken. So Excel itself is having this PV formula. So when you just click on this E equal to present value of PV of what is the rate of interest, we will choose rate of interest n number of terms per that is 120 and 120 divided by this 12, right? So and what is the principal amount, that is 20,000 and the comma your FV and what is the future value, we are not sure about the future value, and what is the type, end of the period or beginning of the period. So we are going to make the investment at every month beginning. We usually make the investment at the month of beginning of every month, right? So if it is an insurance or any kind of thing, we used to make at the beginning of the month. So it is sorry, beginning of the month. So it is one. So click on this, you will get some value. So this is, if I'm making 20,000 now, what is the present value? So what at the end after 120 months, I mean 10 years, what is the present value of that money? So 1,62,156 is the present value of the money which I'm going to get in after 10 years, right? So if I'm making 20,000 now, So the money which I'm going to get after 10 years, the present value is 1,62,000. So I want to know what if I'm changing the interest rate. If the interest rate is 0.05, 0.05, go for class. So what if I'm changing the interest rate? So I'm going to change it into point 0.5. What is the rate? If it is point 0.6 and point 0.7, likewise I'm having. First, have this control C, paste it here. I'm sorry, not control C here. Use this equal to this particular cell, paste, and you have to just drag and have the different interest rates here, different interest rates, and we want to know, you also drag this also, I have a column in between, delete this, and now I'm selecting all this, go to data again what if analysis, again your data table, where I'm going to get whether it is a row input cell or column input cell, it is row input cell, right? I'm going to get it in rows, not, sorry, I'm going to get it in this particular column. What is my column input cell? So this is the column input cell. Numbers I have to, oh sorry, I have taken it down as a row. I have to check this because I want to change this column. For these interests, I want to know the future present value and that should be in the column, in a column format. So change this here. Okay. I'm sorry. Here, what if analysis, data table, and column input, and my input is the interest rate. Column here, here, and present value. Already I have done something here. So data table and row column input cell. Right? So this is how we'll be getting. So I think this is enough for today, and we have learned the use of different Excel tools. Ma'am,
Thank you so much, ma'am, for a rich content presentation which can impact our knowledge seeker surely. After your presentation, I hope our knowledge seeker can learn something new, which was our only intention. Learn and grow together, IGP knowledge seeker. Once again, thank you so much, ma'am, for your presentation. Now, ma'am, it's time for our question answer session, which is the one more valuable part of our regular webinar. Honorable ma'am, please stay with us. After a short video, we will back in our session part 2, which is the question answer part. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have a webinar certification and online quiz competition. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have a webinar certification and online quiz competition. Welcome back, ma'am. Welcome back to our participant. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have a webinar certification and online quiz competition. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have a webinar certification and online quiz competition. Ma'am, I think after a wonderful presentation, our participant can understand the topic very clearly. That's why no questions from our participants. So once again, thank you so much, ma'am, for your time in IGP. We have learned a lot from you with new topic. It will add some value to our day-to-day activity along with our academic and professional growth. Honorable ma'am, hope to see you again with a new topic and a new date. Thank you, ma'am. Take care.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Honorable ma'am, before we move to the next, if you want to leave this studio, you can.
Thank you, ma'am.
Dear IGP knowledge seeker, it's time for the webinar certification process, the most attractive and powerful part of a regular webinar. After a short video, we will start our webinar certification. After webinar certification, we have an online quiz competition and quiz certification. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, it's time for the webinar certification process, the most attractive and powerful part of our regular webinar. After a short video, we will start our webinar certification. After webinar certification, we have an online quiz competition and quiz certification. Certification process. Visit www.eduigp.com. Please make sure your presence on our website. Find a learning session and get enrolled. After watching combining part 1, move to the next with the learning test passing mark 80%. If passed, back to the course again to download your certificate. If failed to retake the quiz, download your certificate in PDF or JPG. For your attention, I am going to share the procedure again. Visit www.eduigp.com. Please make sure your presence on our website. Find a learning session and get enrolled. After watching combining part 1, move to the next with the learning test passing mark 80%. If passed, back to the course target to download your certificate. If failed to retake the quiz, download your certificate in PDF or JPG. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, it's time for the most engaging part of this webinar, which is an online quiz competition, which is a regular webinar activity. We change a few process for online quiz competition. Note that after live, no one can participate. Now, time for the online quiz competition. To join the online quiz competition properly, please follow my instruction carefully. Now, time for the online quiz competition. To join the online quiz competition properly, please follow my instruction carefully. Visit www.edu.com and sign up or sign in. Without this, you cannot join live quiz competition anymore. Browse the live quiz button or given link. Find the session name and join with your logged website or user account. Click join and wait for a few minutes for others to join. Enjoy an online live quiz competition. After the quiz, we will issue certificate for top 10 as previously, which you can find on official Facebook page and group Institute of Global Professional. After a short video, we will start our quiz session. With 15 people, we are going to start our quiz session right now. Our first question is Microsoft Excel is used for newsletter and business letter. Is it true or false? Option 2 is the right answer. 73% people are right. Here, our second question is Women excel at soft skill needed for business leadership. Is it true or false? Option 1 is the right answer. 83% people are right. Here, our third question is does Excel work for a business and for a party? Is it yes or no? Option 2 is the right answer. 83% people are right. Here, our next question is Microsoft Excel is a popular spreadsheet program for business. Is it true or false? Option 1 is the right answer. 100% people are right. Here, our next question is an Excel spreadsheet can only be useful for business. Is it true or false? Option 2 is the right answer. 100% people are right. Here, our next question is what does business planning mainly build Excel models for? Option 1 calculate Marlboro brand equity. Option 2 calculate price and volume scenarios. Option 2 is the right answer. 100% people are right. Here, our next question is Microsoft Excel is a very important tool for business. Is it true or false? Option 2 is the right answer. 100%. Option 1 is the right answer. 100% people are right. Our next question is Excel scales especially well for smart but growing business. Is it true or false? Option 1 is the right answer. 92% people are right. Here, second last question of the session is Excel important for business organization? Is it true or false? Option 1 is the right answer. 100% people are right here. Our last and final question of the session is Excel would be great for written a business letter. Is it true or false? Option 2 is the right answer. 69% people are right here. Congratulations to our online quiz competition in top 10. Congratulations again. We will take a few minutes for finalizing the result. After that, we will issue our online quiz competition certificate on official Facebook page and group Institute of Global Professional. Congratulations to our online quiz competition in top 10. Congratulations again. We will take a few minutes for finalizing the result. After that, we will issue our online quiz competition certificate on official Facebook page and group Institute of Global Professional. Congratulations to our online quiz competition in your top 10. Congratulations again. We will take a few minutes for finalizing the result. After that, we will issue our online quiz competition certificate on official Facebook page and group instead of Global Professional. At the end of our session, we say openly feed your skill, labor and of learning, cause life never stop teaching us. Be happy, stay safe. See you again and again. We want your participation in every program. If you want to live a happy life, try to able to people of things are what I understand before I say or hit the red light button. I want to thank all IDP knowledge seeker for your active participation as always. See you again in the next session. Thank you.